Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to call this meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Carrie Linklater. I am your chairperson today. And on the panel, I am joined by Mr. Bill Moretsky via Zoom. And to my left, Ms. Gisela Rempel. Our city assessor today is Ms. Maureen Tenawera. And our recording secretary is Ms. Belen Rojo. We will be hearing items 3 through 8 today. We'll be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. Statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparison of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the board. The board is appointed annually by City Council and is independent of it and the city administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if their matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. We will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. And as information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. And we will be hearing items 2 through 8, not 3 through 8. Thank you. On our docket today. And Ms. Rojo, would you please affirm the assessor and the applicant?
Madam Assessor, please state your full name.
Morena Gadvika Tenor.
And you affirm the affirmative I present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do, thank you.
Please state your full name.
From.
And you affirm the affirmative I present is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Tenawera, and good afternoon, Mr. Farmer. And Mr. Moretsky, you can hear us all right?
I can.
Great.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Perfectly, thank you. Okay, the first item on the docket today is 955 Portage Avenue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address is 955 Portage Avenue, toll number 130990720335. Property originally assessed as 1,599,000. Today, I'm making a recommendation to reduce value to 1,199,000.
Thank you. What is the basis of the recommendation?
And some rental rate change, and basically vacancy allowance. This property was vacant for a long time.
Thank you. Mr. Runner.
We're in agreement.
You are in agreement. And do you have any questions?
I do not.
Thank you. Mr. Moretsky, did you have any questions in regard to this recommendation?
Yeah, I just heard she gave 2 reasons for the recommendation. I just heard the one vacancy evidence. What was the other one again, please?
Rental rate. Rent change. Rent change.
Sorry, I still don't understand you.
Okay, rent change on the units.
Rent change?
Yeah, you can see my recommendation paper.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
The mics are in the ceiling, so you might want to point up when you speak.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
My fault, can't understand English.
Ms. Rempel, any questions?
No, I have none, thank you.
I just want to confirm the amount again, 1,199,000.
Yes, that's right.
Terrific. All right, thank you. Then we will move on to Donald Street.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address 2 Donald Street, roll number 12097701400. Original valuation was 4,159,000. Today, I'm making a recommendation to reduce value to 3,367,000. Main reasons for changes are rental rate and the cap rate change. You can see actually very clearly, page number 6 has the original valuation, how it was calculated, and recommendation page has the how we recalculated the valuation. It's very clearly you can compare.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer.
We're in agreement and no questions.
Thank you. Mr. Moretsky, any questions?
No, I do not have any questions.
Thank you. And Ms. Rempel, any questions?
I'm just wondering what the cap rate became,
7.2 and
7.2?
yes.
That's it, Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you. And I have no questions. We can move on to next item, which is 842 Miltsteagall.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address 842 Miltsteagall Drive, roll number 13099068850. Property original valuation was 25,567,000. Today I'm making recommendation to reduce value to 18,682,000. It is in the recommendation page. Original valuation is in page number 5. Main reason for this reduction, rental rate change and vacancy rate change. This property has lots of vacancy throughout the last 2-3 years. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I thank you. And Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement and no questions.
Thank you. And Mr. Moretsky, any questions?
No questions.
Thank you.
No questions, thank you.
And I also have no questions. Thank you. This is faster than I can write. We'll proceed to 690 St. James Street.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address 690 St. James Street, roll number 07569076500. Original valuation was 6,001,000. My recommendation to reduce 4,869,000. Rental rate change to reflect the market rates. and cap rate change. Extra 0.25 cap rate change. You can see the calculation in page number 6 and the recommendation page. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, and Mr. Reimer.
We're in agreement and no questions.
Thank you, and Mr. Moratsky.
No questions.
Thank you.
No questions, thank you.
And I also have no questions. We will move on to 516. Seminar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address 560 Femina Highway. Roll number 120-152-11500. Original valuation was 15,229,000. Recommendation to reduce to 13,028,000. Main reason for change in rental rates and little bit of cap rate, extra cap rate fines.
Mr. Reimer.
We're in agreement and no questions.
Thank you. And Mr. Moratsky.
No questions.
No questions, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Ms. Tenawara, could I just have that number again, please?
Sure. 13,028,000.
When the last item on our docket is 669 Governor Highway.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Property address 669 Femina Highway, roll number 121341800. Original valuation was 4,246,000. My recommendation is 3,469,000. Based on the rental rate and cap rate change.
Mr.
We're in
Reimer.
agreement and no questions.
Thank you. Mr. Moratsky.
Yes, so the rental rate changed. Was the rental rate change based on the actual rents in place?
Rental rate, it's based on the actual and based on the actual, but I did not use the actual override rents. I used the model driven rents, somewhat similar to actual rents.
Okay, do you normally consider the actual in-place rentals?
No, because I usually use the model driven, but model driven rent, if we use the correct characteristic, most of the time we can get the somewhat similar to the actual rent.
So if they're not similar to begin with.
It's not begin with because of the characteristics on the model. I did some cleanup, then I got the similar. It's merged in the second floor rents were high originally begin with. Now it's close to actual.
Okay, no further questions.
Thank you. Ms. Rifle.
Yes, I only have one question, and that is, I'm wondering why the change in the cap rate when you both agreed on the cap rate of 6.85% originally. And now it's 7?
Yes, now it's 7 because even though our original cap rate is 6.885, Mr. Reimer, when we submit the briefs, we follow the exact same cap rate. But overall, when we review the properties in Femina Highway and this some type of similar properties, we most of the time use the cap rate with a little bit of overrides. And then I use this, follow the same kind of override cap rate of 7%. That's the main reason.
And I can certainly add something to that, and I know the board's heard this many times from us, our capitalization rate suggestion is based upon the inclusion of the full 5% non-recoverable. And when it's reduced, our request is to increase the cap rate by 25 points. So in this case, it's gone up 15 points despite the reduction from 5% to the 1%, but we were comfortable with the overall value.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
And my question was asked and answered.
Okay, thank you.
I thank you both for your time this afternoon. For the board, and all the items have been heard on the docket. And this hearing is concluded.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.